Welcome back to OPTCG Central, your hub for all things One Piece card game related. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. It really helps us bring you more One Piece TCG matches and more.
A lot of people dropped it because they don't feel very confident into Imu. That is the downside, but they do feel very confident into Ace. And the matchup that he got right now is against Ace, so I think he's quite happy. It's a very... you really need to know what you have to do as Ace side, I think. Well, it's a very mathematical matchup.
Yep.
I tested the matchup so much, and you have to count every single round on how much counter do they have, how much counter can I have the upcoming turn, how many draws. So yeah, I'm quite excited for this matchup actually. How weird that sounds that I will have my third or fourth ace today.
Yeah, absolutely. And our Zoro player is Rob there, who I know quite well. I meet him at many tournaments. I've played with him. He's come to one of my locals to play as well. So very good to see him on stream as well. But yeah, both players are familiar. Definitely seen them around. So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Seasoned veterans of playing in regionals. So how are they going to cope with the pressure of the European Championship finals? Well, there's the fist bump, and we're underway with Rob on Zoro opening with the first turn and passes.
Yep, and starting as Zoro is really good. This is one of the matchups that you are happy to go first against Ace. Normally, a lot of decks at least don't want Ace to go second, especially because they have like their perfect curve. They go Searcher into Marco, into Josu, into I am Whitebeard, into Whitebeard, into Whitebeard, into, well, another Whitebeard. And Zoro is one of the only decks that is, well, they are happy if they can go first. Definitely a matchup that you want to go first as Zoro. It comes all down to going white with your Laws and Tashigis. And the most important part about the Ace player is being very aggressive.
Yep.
They want to they want to do the same curve as they were going second, but they want to have that extra Don on leader and swinging 7.
Absolutely. So Alaya, with the GOP search, did get the 10 cost Edward Newgate and did take a life there with that swing, but inadvertently revealed what the card was, and it was a Roger. Might have been playing another Bandai card game where you got to reveal what's in the life area there, but does give Rob a little bit of knowledge there as well, going towards a late game as to what potentially could be coming towards him. So we do have on for Don Marco now coming down for Elia, which is pretty good, isn't it?
That's it's pretty good, I guess. For the Zoro side, it doesn't really matter. They could play whatever. Tashigi is coming down on 5 if they have it. That card is so good. Oh, that's not a Tashigi. Well, okay. It's kind of a Tashigi, but it's actually
the one you'd expect.
5 cost Smoker.
Yep, exactly. 5 cost Smoker coming down there. Onto the board. Obviously, it's got Banish when it does attack and activate main. You can set up one of your Don cards as active, but then you cannot set any Don cards as active using your character effects during this turn. So you want to make sure that you sequence it correctly when you do use it. But again, nice big 7k body on the board, which will definitely help.
Yep, absolutely. That's definitely a card that you don't see every day in this green Zoro deck list. Kind of mad. I'm not sure how good it is. This feels like the perfect Josu turn. If they have Josu, take back the Garb, bounce the Smoker, you are behind.
Yeah.
However, no Josu. That's really good for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Swinging now with the Marco blocker because, yeah, there's no point keeping a blocker standing against a Zoro deck to a certain extent because it doesn't really do much. And there we have life taken, and Yamato comes down.
And another 7.
7k swing, just trying to apply that pressure.
Yep. Very important from the Ace side, applying as much pressure as possible because that's super important. Also, there's a card that you have to respect at all times. It's Pudding. Pudding is one of the best cards, but also one of the most, I'm going to say, hated cards that people really dislike to play against. I think one of the very best players, Harvoye, in all the interviews that he did, I think that he mentioned at least once that he really dislikes Pudding.
Yeah, Pudding is a very awkward card. But I mean, in this particular Ace deck, you only have a particular window to try and play that.
Yeah.
pudding, because you want to play it sort of at a mid-game point where you're not really got much opportunity. You don't want to be playing it when you're on 8-10 Don. You've got more efficient plays to play. So yeah, it is interesting to see if that does come out. But we do see the Zoro card coming out. Now this one is obviously, again, talking about cards people don't like to see, at the end of your turn, you're setting this one as active every time. So you're getting a free swing every turn, essentially. When you do play it, you do get a 2 Don back. So you're essentially cheating it out for 2, aren't you?
And of course, very important, it's mandatory to restand. For some reason, I heard it a lot this weekend that people are like, I didn't know it was mandatory. It's so important, especially if they are trying to starve you. Well, of course, they want to swing on that Zoro. That Zoro, especially against Imu, for example, Imus sometimes have to decide with Mars, do I go for the Zoro or do I go for the Tashigi? The Tashigi will get rested and I can get rid of with no Shiro.
Yeah.
And that Zoro is getting active every single turn. So definitely something they think about.
Definitely, absolutely, yeah. Because that Zoro, I've played against Zoro decks, and it can be really annoying, especially when it comes out with a Mihawk early on.
Oh yeah, with 3-cost. 3-cost Mihawk into 4-cost Zoro to Koshiro, the blocker.
Yep.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're seeing our leader attacking once again. And again, using a couple of counter cards there to counter out. Still a fairly healthy hand size there for Alaya.
We leave 1 Don open. That might indicate an Asura.
Yep.
Probably event, a plus 3k event. We are down to 2 lives, so it's good that he could take down the Yamato, because otherwise 3 7ks, really scary to play against. Even more, 2 8ks now because of the new gate.
Yeah, and there we see it. The event being played to get out the 10-cost Whitebeard for only 8 Don.
Ooh, and he uses the ability of the 8-cost event. We will see an 8k swing and a 10k swing.
Yeah, absolutely. So for those of you that don't know, that event, not only does it allow you to cheat out a Whitebeard Pirate Edward Newgate from your hand, but it also, you can choose a secondary effect, which is to take a card from the top or bottom of your life cards, and then your leader gains plus 2,000 till the end of your opponent's turn. So you're essentially making your ace an 8k base leader for a whole turn for your opponent to have to swing into. Makes it really awkward numbers. But obviously you are taking a life, but still, it's so powerful at this stage of the game for your opponent to have to figure out the maths to be able to get over that and swing, especially when you're playing a leader that has so many cards in hand most of the time.
It's really the card that is why this leader is contesting with Imu.
Yep.
Being able to make your leader an 8k or a 10k when you play 9-cost Beard out of it. So because Imu they can't invest that much Don if they want to play another 10-cost.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also really good against Zoro, of course. Zoro wants to be as aggressive as possible as well into Ace.
Yep.
Yeah, if Ace is an 8k leader, you can't be that aggressive.
So we are seeing the event being played now, plus counter on top using that Cavendish. And now we do see a 10k swing coming in from the leader.
Yep.
That is taken.
And this is what I meant with being very aggressive. He's ignoring the board the whole game. He didn't swing any turn on a character of the green Zoro.
Yeah.
Everything is going live. Because swinging on that smoker would essentially make the green Zoro a 7k leader. That's why he's ignoring it. And now you are also on a clock as green Zoro, because there is a 12k that can swing.
Yep.
And of course the base 6k leader, if they just split, you are already in a big problem. That's 14-14.
Yeah, starting off with an 8k swing into 8k leader here. Alaya just having a think now. Does have 6 cards in hand.
Yep. I see a lot of 1ks, I think.
Yeah. So you can afford to use that pudding card there as a counter.
Yep. Not that good in this game.
Absolutely. And now, what's Rob going to do here with the Don that is available? So, 8 Don available.
6 Don? That must mean a law?
Are we going to
Yep.
see? Yep. Trafalgar Law hits the board, picking up that Tashigi. And replaying it resting down the guard. And we'll now see an 8K swing coming in.
And you are at the point that you have to respect the Marco and maybe even swing onto Marco because of... Yeah, Marco is for 1 on a 7K attacker. That's a lot.
Yeah. So
8K swing from the smoker. Really important because this card has banished. So this one, you probably need to either counter or block.
yeah, so just again teasing again. Either teasing the block or another 1K counter from hand here into that 8K leader. So just trying to apply the pressure to keep that hand controlled of Liars.
But what if you have Roger?
That's the thing as well, isn't it?
If they have Roger, they are gladly taking it.
Yeah.
They are just baiting you because you have 2 Don left.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're going to see. Just thinking about this carefully to decide what the right option here would be.
I think he's calculating the Roger because I think I did see a glimpse of a Roger in his hand.
Yeah.
If he goes to 0 place Roger, his opponent needs to counter a 6-6 and a 12 to survive. That's a lot.
Yeah,
so
so he does decide to block that one. We are
Mhm.
now seeing Gart being dealt with by that Zoro. So Zoro does come in and get rid of that. We're now left with Marco and Newgate on the board.
Now he is thinking,
Yeah,
if he should swing, is he respecting Roger?
yeah, exactly. So he is going to aim at the Marco here. 8K swing into 6. Yep,
Oh.
decides to let that go.
Yep.
Leader effect plus Marco effect. You do get to draw 3 cards now. So
That's
that
a lot.
does help refill that hand to a very healthy level again. And then another 8K swing coming into life.
There is Roger. But yeah, there are a lot of cards in his opponent's hand and still 2 Don open. So he's probably not going for the Roger plan because he's
Yeah,
a little bit afraid to die. But now that the 2 Don is being used, so there was no... So 6-6, 12 is a lot to counter.
absolutely. Okay,
Oh,
so we come back over now. 10 Don turn, 9 Don dropped, and we are going to see the OG Edward Newgate coming down. OP02 Newgate. 9 cost gives your leader another plus 2,000. This really is awkward, isn't it? That's plus 2,000 numbers every turn.
Yeah. Well, you are forced to block with your Goshiro because otherwise next turn it will get KO'd by 9 cost. Yeah,
So-
he is swinging.
Yeah, so big swing coming in now. 12,000 power swing coming in with that 10 cost Edward Newgate.
We are an 8K leader. We have a lot of cards in hand. And I think we will put the Zoro to 0. Unless we block, of course, with Law, which is definitely possible.
Yeah, it is an option here, as you say. So Rob just having a think. He's got 6 cards in his hand.
He's going for the block.
Yeah, he's going to go for the block. And turn passes back over. And now, 10 Don turn. What is your play here? Your opponent's still on 1 life.
8K
No.
leader.
Yeah, 8K leader, which is going to be really awkward. But no blocker active at the moment. But, as we always see with Ace, plenty of cards in hand. I count at least 7 there, if not more.
And quite some 2Ks as well, I think.
Yeah. It's going to be super difficult to try and get over this. So what do you do?
I did see restand event. 8K leader make things very tough.
Yeah, it makes it really awkward, doesn't it? With the numbers you got to, the amount of don you have to put on just to be able to sort of try and press. And knowing the fact that your opponent could have that Roger as well next turn.
And that you might die on the backswing. That's the biggest part. I'm not sure if he still has blockers left to develop, and you did see him trash one Roger, so maybe you have to say, okay, he doesn't have a second one. I will play some blockers, and they have to go for it. However, we do have but Koshiro doesn't matter because of nine beard.
Yep.
So it looks very tough for the green Zoro to win this.
Yeah. You get to this stage of the game and it just becomes so awkward. This is where sort of ace comes into its sort of play, where it's just able to drop big bodies every single turn with all those, with the red and blue Edward Newgates. But we are going to swing a big.
It looks like 10.
I think it's 11. 11K swing coming in.
Or no? Oh, he's going face, so he's going for the 11-11.
Yep. So does get the life and draw for it.
And blocker doesn't do anything.
So. Oh, he's going to drop.
That's okay. And Tashigi to protect it?
Let's see what he's going to do here.
No, Tashigi. So the Koshiro is a little bit weird to me.
Yeah.
It
So restands the leader, swings again. And we are seeing Ace's leader effect being fired off here for the counter there. And he's got enough counter in hand.
Fairly easy to counter, of course, if you have an 8K leader.
And now, I think this is pretty much, we know what's going to happen here now,
This
don't
should be
we?
game. He should not forget the ability of his 9-cost beard, because...
Yep.
But, that works as well.
Yeah, just drop the Roger. Unblockable now. Kind of activate blocker, otherwise you lose the game. So we're going to see a big swing coming in, first of all, with the Newgate. Second Newgate comes in. Does he have enough counter for it?
No, not even close.
Yeah, too much to try and come back from.